This is everything you need to know for Algebra 2, Part 6. So we're talking about solving absolute value equations. And so the first step in our example here is we want to get our absolute value part of the equation by itself, okay? So we want all of that to be separate from the rest of the equation, okay? So the way that we can do that is we want to cancel out this plus 8 by subtracting 8 from both sides so that it cancels and leaves us with the absolute value of 3x minus 2 is equal to 1 minus 8, which is negative 7. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Absolute value basically just means that we're getting the positive version of whatever that answer is. Okay, so if it's positive, it stays positive. If we end up getting a negative number, it's going to change it to positive. There is absolutely no scenario where we plug in something for x and take the absolute value of it and end up with a negative 7. We can't end up with a negative number. Okay, so this equation is never going to be true, so we can put no solution. Okay, so if you ever end up with an equation like this and you have the absolute value term all by itself and it's equal to a negative number, it's going to be no solution. All right, so let's do one more. Now we have the absolute value of x plus 10 is equal to 4x minus 8. So we already have the absolute value part by itself, and so we can move on to the next part. So once we get it to this part, we're going to write two different versions of our equation. Okay, so first we're going to write x plus 10, so we're not worried about the absolute value anymore, is equal to 4x minus 8. Okay, we're going to end up solving that for x. And then over here, our second equation is going to be x plus 10 is equal to negative, and I'm going to put it in parentheses, 4x minus 8. All right, so x plus 10 equals 4x minus 8. We're going to solve it just like a normal equation. So I'm going to cancel out this x by subtracting x from both sides so that that cancels and leaves us with 10 is equal to 4x minus x, which is 3x, and then we'll bring down our minus 8. Now we want to get 3x by itself, so we're going to add 8 to both sides. That way this cancels and leaves us with 10 plus 8, which is 18, is equal to 3x. Okay, now we can get x by itself by dividing by 3 on both sides so that we get 18 divided by 3, which is 6, is equal to x. So we solved this part of it. Okay, now let's move over to the right side. So now we have x plus 10 equals negative parentheses 4x minus 8. Let's go ahead and distribute this negative sign to both terms inside the parentheses. So we're going to rewrite it as x plus 10 is equal to negative 4x plus 8. Okay, so we just flip the sign of both of them. Now we're going to solve it. So let's cancel out our negative 4x by adding 4x to both sides so that we get x plus 4x, that's equal to 5x plus 10 is equal to 8. Now it's just a simple two-step equation. We want to cancel out the plus 10 by subtracting 10 from both sides. That's going to leave us with 5x is equal to 8 minus 10, which is negative 2. And then we can divide by 5 to cancel that out and leave us with x is equal to negative 2 over 5. So it appears that we have two solutions, but before we put that as our answer, we have to plug both of our answers back into the original equation and see if it makes sense. Okay, so for our first one, we're going to plug in 6 for x, and so that's going to give us absolute value 6 plus 10 is equal to 4 times 6 minus 8. Okay, so 6 plus 10 is 16, and the absolute value of 16 is just positive 16. So we'll have 16 is equal to 4 times 6, which is 24, minus 8, which is 16. Okay, so we get 16 is equal to 16. That makes sense. So x equals 6 is definitely one of our answers. Now let's check our second one. So we have x equals negative 2 over 5. So we're going to plug it in. Negative 2 over 5 plus 10 is equal to 4 times negative 2 over 5 minus 8. So negative 2 over 5 plus 10 is going to give us positive 9 3/5. and then the absolute value of that just stays positive. So I'm going to put 9 and 3/5 is equal. 4 times negative 2 over 5 is negative 1 and 3/5, and then we still have minus 8. Okay, so negative 1 and 3/5 minus 8 is going to give us negative 9 and 3/5. On this side, we're just going to bring down our positive 9 and 3/5. So we have positive 9 and 3/5 is equal to negative 9 and 3/5. Obviously, that's not correct. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to mark that out. So this solution is not correct. So that means that negative 2 over 5, even though we solved for it, it doesn't make sense whenever we plug it in. It doesn't make the equation true. So that's going to be known as an extraneous solution. So the only solution to our equation would be x equals 6, and that would be our answer. So I hope this video was helpful. If you want to see more like this, go ahead and follow this account, like this video, and leave a comment. That way my videos show up in your For You page later on. We'll see you next time.